Let's change it up a bit. You got a Discog dive, and then I'll do my rap region.
Oh, I like that.
And we'll do maybe the reviews at the end.
Yeah, all right. Get this bitch up. So I did my Discog dive on Shakewell.
Shakewell.
Which,
I don't think I remember.
Well, you remember?
I don't think we discussed. No, I know Shakewell.
Yeah, you would know him from Leglock. Yep. We never really went into discussion about him at all.
No, and we never. I don't think I ever found out what album you were doing. I don't think you told me you were doing Shakewell.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah. So there you go. You heard it here first.
So he's a fat fuck for number one.
I was not expecting that. He looks like a...
Or sounds, you mean?
From what I've heard, anyway. I haven't heard too much. I'm not much of a big Shakewell fan myself.
So, the album that Leglock was on as well, I included that in my starter pack sometime last year. Mm-hmm. So, in total, he's got 2 albums and 1 mixtape.
Okay.
His first ever album, Keystone Prince. It was released mid-2017. It's only 8 tracks long, and it starts out with Way Back, which is it's the first song of his that I ever heard. Mm-hmm. Produced by Mikey the Magician, MTM,
Mikey.
Hit Him With The Heat. It's only got 1 verse. That's pretty much like his signature style, chorus, verse, chorus. He very rarely strays from that.
Yep.
It's pretty good, the verse. His content throughout his entire discography is pretty much drugs, like hard trap. Like you could tell he legitimately sells drugs a lot and is high all the time.
Yep.
Guns, he's got pretty much all of them.
Shakewell.
Yep.
What a crazy follow. Hang on.
That's about it, I think.
As a side note, today when I was driving over to the studio, right here, there was a guy that in front of me. He had one of the stickers on the back. It said Diesel Soot gets the mutt, and then underneath that it said no airbags. And I just thought he was a hardened man. That man.
No airbags.
What a hardened criminal in that car.
Try and think for me.
Right.
A sticker that goes on a rear windshield.
Right.
That isn't cringy.
Doesn't
exist.
There is none.
I saw one today. It was on a Hilux.
Right.
And it said, Her Lux.
Her Lux. That's hard.
Like
that is hard.
That would make sense if the original name was like His Lux. But it's not.
But that's not it.
No.
I can confirm. Not a His Lux.
All right. Let's crack on.
We got a bit sidetracked there.
So yeah, his entire discography is pretty much just drugs and guns. But it's like, it's better than other sort of songs of that content, I guess.
Right.
Like he's actually
a little
good.
bit deeper.
Yeah. It's all sort of like, I'll kill you if you try to stop me. But like,
wait, what are we doing again?
Shakewell. On the Discog dive.
Discog dive. Oh, I thought this was an album review. I'm lost right now. I'm out of it. My bad. Because I was like, wait. I thought I said not to do the album reviews first. Oh, okay. Well, who are you doing for your album review?
Oh no, I didn't tell you. Cousin Stiz.
Oh, there we go. That's why I was confused.
Like The Last Thrill or some shit like that.
What a turn of events. All right, carry on. I was... Oh, that's on the video. Look at my reaction.
Because you said you didn't tell me what album you were doing.
Yeah.
I thought you just got your words mixed up or something.
No.
Okay, I'm with you now.
With me now? Yeah.
So that's pretty much his content. Like, I'll kill you if you try to stop me. Drugs and guns. But so he basically takes what the Migos does, strips back like jewelry and stuff, sure, and then kind of takes a step forward there. Like he uses multi-syllable rhyming a lot and comes up with like really, really good flows. This one is from verse 1 of Way Back. Kill slang for them Benjis and profits. I got banana clips and choppers. Split you, put you in coffins. Sippin' banana split, bitch, that be the tech with the tussin'. Holding grip in your life cut. No need for the fightin' and fussin'. Matter of fact, way past that, cause now you're 6 feet deep. But all sixes rollin', stoppin', hockin' for licks, so I creep. And it's very like sort of like flow heavy, I guess. He's very good at like effortlessly changing from flow to flow. Siri just popped up. What did I say?
Serious?
Oh, maybe. No, I said he's very good at effortlessly.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Effort Siri.
But yeah, he is very good at effortlessly going from flow to flow, like it's nothing to him. The chorus is pretty catchy as well. I noticed that he plays off of the beat a lot, so that does help it sort of help the melody solidify in your head.
Yep.
Because you're hearing it on the beat and in his
Juju on the
flow.
beat.
What I'm up to. The chorus of this song though is a lot of fun to sing to. I gotta try and remember the flow. So he goes, alright. We gon' keep on spending money, 'cause it keep on coming in. Mama told me about my spending, I don't see no end of this. I'ma keep on buying dope, gold pen and gold rope. I keep on popping sticks, hope I can remember this. And we go way back, way back. That's just an absolute banger.
It does sound quite hard.
The album then moves on to Tip, which I'm not a huge fan of. He just uses like popular flows like she gon' suck my dick, kick her out the VIP, cardio my neck, 40 on my hip, that's on my hip. So it's very sort of cookie cutter, and it's just not as fun to rap along to. Like I can go anywhere for that. Head Straight is a bloody banger though. I want to play the end of the verse and the start of the chorus. What else have I written?
Straight up.
Wait, what song is it? Head Straight, that's right. This is the end of the verse. It's very fun to sing along to. I totally missed that whip. So that was like from the end of verse 1, and then we heard a little bit of the chorus as well. Qualitech is produced by MTM again, and I think MTM actually sits in with Shakewell while making this. I know he does that with Pouya, and Shakewell's in the same sort of area and scene as Pouya. It is kind of hard to explain, but you can tell when an artist has worked alongside the producer rather than just buying the beat. Like, they just sort of sit together much nicer. Like, I don't know, I guess you can hear it in like the inflections of his voice. Like if a rapper sort of ends a line like this, like much more aggressively, the beat will reflect some of that. It is kind of hard to explain, but you can tell. Next track is called Voodoo, or Voodoo Walk, sorry, and I didn't really like it at first. He had a standard flow for the first 4 lines of the chorus, and I wasn't really feeling it, but then he switched it up, and it did sound really good. But then in the verse, he kept like the same flow throughout, so it got pretty old. When he doesn't sort of switch between flow and flow, it's like there's not really anything there. Like that's what I'm sort of listening to him for. Hold Me Down, I wasn't a big fan of either. It had a little bit more substance than the last tracks. He mentions his friends passing away, his partner not really being there for him, relapsing as well, and it was all done in sort of like a soft auto-tune kind of voice, which did fit the beat and the content, but it didn't really fit him. Savannah Smiles isn't amazing. It's almost there. It's good, but like he needs to go a little bit further. He doesn't quite have the flow on lock just yet, but he did say that he moves more cookies than a Girl Scout, so props to Shake for that one.
He's not wrong.
That's a cold line. The closer of the album is Psychic, and it was pretty much the same as the last track. It was good, but yeah, he just needed to tweak it a little bit for it to be great. So my picks for this one is Way Back, Head Straight, and Qualitech.
Right.
His next project is Big Juice the Sip. This is the album I did my starter pack on, and this is the one that holds Leg Lock. Released 1 year later in 2018, it starts out on Leg Lock, which we all know is a banger. Like the beat's got that little whistle noise, like I'm sure you'll recognise it immediately, but it's such like an iconic beat, and it's not even like he's not even that well known. Like, who else goes on beats that sound like this? Like, it's... I don't know, MTM is actually a very talented producer.
Leg lock.
And then just as the drums hit, he comes in with the clearest we've heard his voice yet. He tends to sort of multiply his voice on track, so you're hearing, like, multiple of him at once.
Yeah.
And that can kind of, like, cloud up the vocals. But, yeah, it's just him. Do you want another one?
No.
All right.
All good, not now.
And he just comes in like, red dot, I'ma keep on stomping till his neck pop. Feds watch, I can't be caught slipping, so the feds hot. Red drop, I quick popping stips and sipping red drop. AR pistol, I love how a whole Glock clips. Ass shot, let that body birch twig weak. Birch twig. Twerk, bitch, we can't lock lips. First things first, I'm a trapper, rapper comes second. Bitch, you better go and get yours first, I'm busting any second. Leg lock, I'ma throw a little shorty in a leg lock. Headshot, ain't got cash to throw on deck, I'm throwing headshots. Bread rocks, millies in the dirt, I think I'm El Chapo. Keep a Glock 4-0, 10 milli, big ho. Free my Uncle Cardo. Gave him 6 in Mexico. That's good. I love that song. It's so fun to sing along to, and I don't know how he does it in like one breath. Oh, he's got like a lot of room down there, I suppose, in his belly.
I think that's how it works.
Air is stored in the balls.
You're not wrong.
But no, that was a struggle to get through. So shout out Shake for doing that. He sounds clean. There's a comment on Genius that I think perfectly sums up how that song makes you feel. For those 2 minutes, my dick swings that much lower.
Hard song like that.
It is. And the next 2 tracks are 38 Special and Pack. They're both bangers, but not quite as good as Leg Lock. I think his flows are a little bit more awkward, but they do make you feel a very similar sort of way. I think Pack is the better out of the 2. But then on 2 Cups, he completely switches up his style. He goes for a very soft auto-tune vibe, and when I first heard it, I was a little bit worried, because when he did it in the previous album, it wasn't great. But at this point, he had signed to a new label, so maybe someone up there gave him some guidance or something, but this was really good. It's not the kind of track that I would go to Shakewell to listen to, though. If I wanted to listen to that kind of style, I'd just go somewhere else, but he does do a good job of it. So Bridie is up next. And I know before listening to this that I like it, mainly because I used to listen to it a lot. He talks about how fentanyl has killed a few of his friends, so he decided to completely kick any type of drug, and he goes on to describe how sobriety has affected his life. This is also the first song that we've seen from Shake to hold 2 verses. In verse 2, he talks about how his girlfriend hates him because he's always wearing designer gear. If I had to guess, I'd say that he's just not buying it for her, so she's jealous. I don't know, he doesn't really explain why.
She's
that makes...
She's just a hater.
And...
She wants to get put in a leg lock.
And I thought that was a bit of a weird thing to write about in the second verse, especially considering it's like his first ever second verse. Relapse is about taking drugs again, so I don't know if he actually did relapse and if that was like telling a story or if he ever even got sober or anything, but I do hope that he can sober up and stay sober. 10 Homies and Cookies are very similar. 10 Homies features Pouya, but they're just both about trapping hard. My picks for this one are Leg Lock and Pack. Right. Released mid-2019, Roommates, a collaborative EP with Fat Nick, solely produced by Flexatelli.
Flexatelli?
It's only 5 tracks long. The first one is called Free All the Ops, because they need some competition.
Shout out the ops.
It's, like I said, all produced by Flexatelli, and he needs to calm down on the first track. He just about broke my bloody headphones with the bass. The tracks aren't the same, but they don't really differ too much from one another, if that makes sense. Like, the content's all the same, but the flows and beats are different, so they don't sound the same. But then that means I don't really have too much to talk on to differentiate them all. But the two that stood out for me was the beat on Free All the Ops and the flow on Boof Pack. I'll play a little bit of Boof Pack, but that one is really good. That's that one. What do I have to go up to? 34 seconds. This is a fun flow.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, actually it does. It's a very reminiscent of Snoop Doggy Dogg.
The Doge.
Yeah, so my picks from that one are Free All the Ops and Boof Pack. So to conclude,
Yep.
Way Back, Head Straight, Quali Tech, Leg Lock, Pack, Free All the Ops, and Boof Pack. So shout out Shakewell, you're doing good things.
There you go.